Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner, and I'm at Photoshop World in Washington, D.C. I'm in the Piqsure booth talking to a gentleman that many of you know, Mr. Mark Fuccio. Mark, it's great to see you.
Hi, Chuck. It's good to see you. And for some of your viewers, I'm here with a new startup.
Why does that not surprise me?
I don't know. We've talked about lots of startups in the past year.
Absolutely. And also, for me, a new old friend, Mr. Walter Pollard, also of Piqsure. Walter, it's great to see you.
Good to see you too, Chuck. Appreciate you being here.
Hey, thank you for having us. So, guys, what is Piqsure? And Mark, Walter, who wants to do it? What is Piqsure?
Walter, do you want to have a stab at it?
Sure. Piqsure is a company that we started we're actually launching this year, just now at Photoshop World. And Piqsure, the actual technology itself, is a web-based technology for images, PDF files, anything of that nature, any form of content that you can place on the web. And it gives you the capability now of showing your imagery and content in full resolution, totally secure, without requiring any plugins or applications to view it. So what we're actually doing is getting away from the app market space and moving things onto the web where people have complete control with their content.
Now, you said full res, and that's something that, people, okay, we've all loaded a larger version of a thumbnail, and it looks pretty good. You're talking about a whole different class of full res.
Yes, we're talking about you could do your native resolution with your imagery. For instance, photos, perfect example, photographers. The big issues they have now with their portfolio on the web is, number one, they can't show their content in full resolution, 100% resolution. Secondly, they're worried about security. That's a big issue to them. And even if they could solve both of those problems, how do you deliver that content in a completely controlled environment that's completely scalable? There's big issues with that. So now, with Piqsure, with our technology, you have the capability not only on a computer display, tablet, mobile display, but also on a smartphone. You have the capability of viewing in full resolution. So it gives you complete control and scalability for your images.
Now, the next problem that I can think of with this is that when you're talking about full res images, you're usually talking about a lot of wait time. And you seem to have gotten around that somehow. It must be magic.
Well, yeah. Our technology, it basically gives you the capability, it loads in a manner that gives you the capability where your image loads dynamically, and what you actually see will load very quickly based upon our technology. I can't go into deep level technology just because patent protection and things on our technology right now, but it loads very quickly, and that was one of the main concerns when we started the development effort of this technology, that people could get content very quickly in a completely, uncontrolled environment. Anybody can view it, and that's really the message behind the technology itself. We want anybody to be able to see it and be completely scalable.
Now, that sounds great for the user, but if I'm the content creator, well, we're Photoshop World. Okay, these are photo geeks. They are not web geeks. They're not website geeks or authoring geeks necessarily, although everything has gotten easier. How easy is it to deploy this solution for a professional photographer or just for maybe a serious amateur?
Well, the whole idea behind the technology, we want to make it very simplistic. Whether you're a geek or not a geek, that anybody could use it. So basically, it gives you the capability. It's a server-side application, so all you would need to do is to log into an account online. You upload the image. Piqsure does the magic behind it, and actually will render out the image with our Piqsure imaging technology behind it. It gives you an embed code or a link to place on your site, send to a client. So it's very simplistic from that standpoint. The whole idea behind this is the ease of use.
Well, can we show the folks a little bit with it? We'll do our best here to give them an idea of what it looks like. Mark, are you going to run this?
Okay, sure. So what we're showing here is, I have an iPad, the new iPad, and here we have a gallery of mixture of images, some PDFs, some books, some photos, and the like. So you can scroll around, and let's open one. Since we're in D.C., let's open this one. It's nice firework. It's taken by a local photographer named Drew Smith. This pops it up. We just put it on a blank page so that it draws attention to the image. If someone were using this on their blog or their own site, they could have it designed, whatever text they want around that. If you double click, that activates the Piqsure image viewer, and it pops up. And here's where our magic really begins. It's just using the normal touch gestures that you're familiar with on the phone. You can zoom in and see all of the detail and explore all the beauty in the image. Looking at something like that, you can see, oh, that looks like an interesting photo of fireworks, but there's a lot of detail that just gets obscured. One of the problems people have on the web is they put up small JPEGs because they load fast. The problem is if you put up a bigger image, it has a long load time, and boom, people don't wait. They'll go off to go to a different site, and if the image is any good, then someone will steal it. We protect against both of those. You can download an image as normal, and you can zoom in. And here you can see we have capability that you can add a digital watermark. It can be in any of the four corners or in the center. And here you can see in little gold, has Drew Smith's signature and copyright. So no matter as you're scrolling around and zooming the image, it's always constantly displayed there. So this is one of three methods that we use in order to protect the imagery. As Walter was saying, the real key idea that we have is sharing high-res images on the web and then protecting photographers so that their intellectual property, their photos, can't be stolen and ripped off.
I'm thinking you guys are coming to market with this at a perfect time with the new high-res iPads, with the Apple TV supporting 1080p, with just the ability, and Mountain Lion will soon be able to mirror my Mac screen to my big screen TV through Apple TV. It's interesting. We're going smaller and larger at the same time, and this will be great. I mean, I'm anxious to play with this on my 51-inch TV, through the Apple TV, just to look at images the way the photographers meant them to be seen.
That is true. We're finding, I think as we got into this, one thing I learned is just images I take. I'm not a great photographer, but things I just take on the iPhone, that processing through this, you're actually able to see it and explore it and see more of the detail and the resolution in the picture than you have if you just bring it up and display it, either on an iPad or even on your MacBook. So we think it's got a real great appeal, in all sorts of quarters as the company evolves and grows.
Walter, what kind of time frame is this available now?
We're currently in beta mode with the technology, and we're giving people, if they will go to our website, you can go to Piqsure/yourimage.html and go to our website and actually test it out and upload an image and see actually how the technology actually works. We plan on this summer of moving to market where we'll actually have a product where we'll be out into the marketplace.
If I decide to deploy this on my website, how long does it take, or what kind of problems can I anticipate, or ease of use can I anticipate?
Really, again, the simplicity in nature, the ease of use is really the whole idea behind this. If you look at Vimeo and YouTube, what so many people are used to, we looked at the common concept behind that is that give people easy use. So we're using the same principles where, again, you upload your image. Once the Piqsure technology is integrated into your image, you get a embed code. All you have to do is copy and paste into your website. Again, if you want to send the information off to someone else, the content, you have a link. All you have to do is send the link off. So really, the whole premise behind the technology is ease of use.
I would underscore there that if people go to Piqsure.com, they can sign up and join our beta program. They'll be able to register, get a free account, and they can upload an image, and it will create a process, and it will send them out a link. So with that, on their iPad or even on a desktop machine, they can explore and see what this whole process is like. I would caution that on iPads we're maybe spoiled that it has a lot more sophistication and ease of use. With a mouse, you don't have quite the same. There's analogous gestures, but we're really designing and building and optimizing this technology for use on mobile and iPad and other mobile devices.
Well, unfortunately, this medium doesn't do it justice, so I really would encourage you to go to Piqsure.com, check it out, sign up for the beta so you can actually play with your own images in it. Gentlemen, thank you so much for the time. I hope you have a great show.
Thank you very much, Chuck.
Thank you, Chuck. Appreciate it.
Folks, MacVoicesTV will be back with more from Photoshop World in Washington, D.C. Thanks for watching.
MacVoicesTV is part of the MacVoices Group and a member of Mac Level 10.